We're live. Anyway. Good evening, boys and girls. Welcome to the show tonight.
We're going to just rush through this and be late. All right, cool.
Hey,
everybody. Shit, sorry. I'm so sorry.
Yeah, sorry for being late.
Like a late college professor.
Niggas don't know how to show up on time.
You know how it is.
God.
I came here at 8:39. And then, how's that my fault?
Oh, that what?
Oh, but if Yusuf gets to have his camera on, but I can't have my camera on?
Yusuf got his camera on?
Yeah, Yusuf got his camera on.
Yo, I'm taking my camera on. I don't want to see you, Yusuf. Ew. Ugly ass.
No, fuck out of here. I'm putting my camera on there.
Yeah, I got the light skin.
Oh my God. Y'all got extra dark rooms and everything. Like, you can't even see you got black asses. Anyway, good evening. Welcome to the OmegaSquad podcast, episode number 15. Oh my God. I am your host to the most. And we got pretty much the full squad. Kenny won't be able to make it tonight.
Real life goals.
Real life, yeah. Anyway, introduce yourself. We're gonna start with AKA Yusuf, AKA Lamar, AKA
which one now?
This is still your girl, AKA Mr. Making nasty and all that.
Watch your pockets, AKA Tom Breaker Burdock, AKA who this nigga?
All you see is eyes,
bro.
Eyes in the nose.
AKA what you got in them jeans? Watch your girl. Watch your phone. Watch your wife, your daughters.
How'd your kids? How'd your wife? They come in here.
Turn the camera out. Turn that camera off, dog.
No, homie. We in too deep now.
We're gonna get with the doppelganger.
Lamar. All right, how y'all doing? This is
Yusuf.
Both
AKA, you know, Mr. Comb Your Beard.
I don't want to hear that shit.
This shit's amazing.
Man,
comb your beard. I don't want to hear that shit.
I got a whole bear going on with me right now, dog.
Oh man.
Well, yeah, that nigga, you sloppy.
You got struggles?
No, not like I ain't sloppy though, but
no, but yeah,
all my
tool here.
He woofing.
Resident 3D fighter person.
Resident Yusuf doppelganger.
Resident Yusuf doppelganger.
I shot a clone jutsu and just never undid the jutsu.
Never undid it.
That shit was permanent.
Then he must try to have his own life. I was like, I know how to fix it now, but he looks so happy. Why would I fuck that up?
Permanent clone jutsu.
That's funny, actually. Why would I fuck that up? He looks so happy. Why would I destroy his happiness?
Like you look different now and shit.
You got a kid. Like, why would I do that to you?
Like, anyway,
I guess that's just how it is.
To Mr. Omega Nitro.
You already know what it is. OmegaSquad leader in the building. Nitro. You know.
Here.
Oh, why? Cisco. All right. No, it's big nigga riff nigga to Cisco right now.
Yeah, introduce yourself.
Cisco. Let's go.
What's going on?
Cisco.
Back for the first time again.
I know,
back
right?
for the first time. What the fuck is you talking?
Back for the first time in a long time. Big nigga, Rift nigga, my nigga.
You know who Rift is? You know who Rift is?
Glitching nigga.
Rift is bruh man.
Bruh man from the 5th floor. Don't never come down.
He's a part of the show, but at the same time, he only pokes his head in.
Bruh
so
man.
it's just like he here. Don't worry about it. Bruh man here. Hey, bruh man.
Right? He get rid off the show, and then we talk about him, and then he come back. Like a month
exactly.
Later. Like get written off though.
Yep. Yeah. You know, bruh man. Oh, he on the 5th floor. He had a leak in his
man, legit. He would be like, all right, cool. We don't know what that was about, but he was there.
Yeah, he was there, and then he just disappeared. He like, I gotta go fix something.
Come back.
10 episodes go by, and then he come back like he just fixed that shit. Meanwhile, it's like 3 months later.
Like one whole
That's you.
episode.
That's you. He's like, yo, I gotta go get this door.
And then he come back like in 3 episodes later, like, yo, like, bro, man, from the 5th floor, everybody act like nothing happened. That's you, Riff.
What's the topic?
All right, let's go. Let's do
Anyway,
this.
I'm gonna start off on a little lighter note today, and I want to talk about Perfect Legend real quick
Man, why? Why? But why though?
because he is a nut.
So we already know of the. All right, 13-0. Next topic.
Oh, that's
You know what the latest news was?
I don't know. He said some dumb shit. And
Yeah,
the funny thing is, I saw a tweet where it was like, "Yo, Perfect Legend could say 1 + 1 = 2," and somebody would come out and say 0 - 13 =
Oh yeah, I seen that.
Like, that was funny. And
Yeah, I saw that.
Like, yo, and the funny thing is, Carl is a nice dude. Like, he's not like a bad person or anything like that. But
You just want to
like,
win.
nigga, you're a has-been and shit, dog. You talk about how you won Evo. You won Evo in like what, MK9 or some shit where nobody cares. Like before Sonic Fox existed. Like you back when you the fucking granddad on the porch talk about some back in my day and yelling at a cloud.
Oh,
Like
shit.
my day. I was
Like-
a wolf.
like there's that.
He was wool.
But then you got blown the fuck out in the most legendary fucking money match, the most legendary exhibition of all time in the fighting game
Real
scene.
talk. No, real talk. This man made YouTube history. There was a video
You
dedicated to him going 13-0.
He made fighting game history. I mean, not only is it like that, not only was that like Evo moment number 37 levels of blow up, but unlike the situation where it was like, you know, Daigo got mad respect, but Justin was a great competitor for pushing Daigo that far. This was the exact opposite, where you didn't know that somebody could get fucked that bad. Like you lost 13 games in a 1st to 10. That is unprecedented, and it has never happened since.
Back in my day, there was sticks and no buttons.
Yeah, right. Like you
Man.
was playing DOA 4 on some like fucked up esports shit back in the day. It doesn't matter. But the thing about that is what Perfect Legend has not owned that shit, on the fact that he on some has-been shit, and that
Perfect
you're not, and that you haven't been a top player in a very long time. And he acts like he still has that clout, and he still got that, you know, he still got that juice to say some off the wall shit and be like, yeah, I'm Perfect Legend. Like, no, you that nigga that got beat 13 games in the 1st to 10, yo. Like that is your legacy right now. And PL has never understood that, which is, like I said, it's sad because, you know, I like the boy. He's good peoples.
Oh, speaking of you,
I would go out and get a drink with Carl White, but Perfect Legend,
No.
he a nut.
I will go
That
get a
man is
drink
done.
with Carl White, but Perfect Legend, no. Cool.
But Perfect Legend, done, yo. Like it's
Let that nigga die in peace, dog.
he won't let himself
No,
die in peace. He always coming out the grave trying to talk some shit, and then somebody just push him right back in. Like, what are you doing out here?
Yeah, basically.
Like, what did he say this time, Rice?
Oh, we didn't even
How
get
he was
Yeah, that all that was just the backstory. What did he say this time?
how he was upset with the 1080p being on
Oh, that shit. Oh my fucking god.
Wait,
Okay.
the what? Oh, wait.
Ho. All right, so I was so thank you for reminding me, right? I don't know why you want to talk about this, but oh my
It was
god.
supposed to be quick.
Oh my god. Yo, you can't bring up some shit like this. Anyway, so he tweets out talking about who is he talking to? Cloud. So Cloud 805, current good player, top player.
Top player.
So he's talking about GG's. It's a shame we had to play on the setup where it was 1080p instead of the off-stream setups where it's only 720p. And it's like, bruh, you were gonna fucking lose anyway. Nobody, like, you are literally saying that the resolution of the PS4 didn't allow you to play to the best of your ability.
My favorite tweet was the dude. He said, "It's all right. It's all right, LP. I can only win between Tuesday and Thursday, and only if the monitor's on an even number."
Yeah, right. It's like, yeah, Joe, that was the best response ever. He said, I can only win from Tuesday to Thursday.
Man, I ain't talking
level.
Go next topic. I'm dying.
Huh?
I'm dying. What's the next topic, dog?
Let him die.
Let that die.
Like I said, he won't let himself die. He won't let himself die. But that was the best response.
He played himself.
He played himself with that one again.
Godlike Joe.
But all right. So there needs to be a moral of the story here, since we talked this long about it. And the moral of the story is, if you take that L, just take the fucking L.
Right.
Excuses.
Yeah, I'm about to say.
Don't say we can run it back with the Aaron Black. Don't say
in my day.
Aaron Black.
Don't say the monitor needed to be 1440p with the friggin' XY resolution that is set to a certain angle, and I need to be sitting a certain distance far away from the monitor, and I would have won that match. Don't say none of that shit. No. If you lose, just take your L. Get ready for the next battle. That's
not
it.
to steal Yusuf's line, but back in my day when we lost, we got up, shook that man's hand, and went to losers bracket.
Yep, you just go to losers bracket and speed on before you get peed on.
Or
or
you dig in your pocket, you pull your wallet out, say meet me at, you handle your business. That's it.
Back in my day, I used to hold my dick with my right hand instead of my left.
Yeah, and you would have won the set if you could have did that, but
we didn't stand there to talk. We was mile away pissing tallers, bro.
Back in my day, we sat on the floor.
But anyway, yeah. So that's the moral of the story. Carl always
nigga.
He always got an excuse when he lose, and people was tired of it. Like just stop. Like just take your L with dignity.
All
right, moving on. Registration for MVCI. Yeah, Evil 2018. Yeah.
No. Skip topic.
Next topic.
It's a side game, right?
Yeah, it's a side game.
Next topic.
So everybody who was complaining, you can sign up now.
It's a side game.
It's a side game. So let's push this topic to we're gonna push the topic to
and we're pushing it to the side now.
Exactly. It's a side game. We pushing it aside, and you know what else is a side game? Fighting Age Slayer. I'll see you there.
Yeah.
Fighting Age Slayer is also a side game. You have fun.
So yeah,
got arcade mode in like 2 weeks of the game coming out.
Yep, and Volcano Russell and Palom Perna. Yeah,
still a better game than Street Fighter 5.
A better game.
Next,
probably rework for the new movie. Yeah.
No, I don't know. That's a lot of work.
I actually like the design.
We don't have nothing yet, really.
You didn't see the design for it?
Nah.
He just got longer hair.
That's probably not him.
No, that's him.
I have no idea.
We'll find out.
We'll wait till I see more, and we'll find out.
And his color scheme is green and black, so
You talk about Broly, right?
Yeah.
Yo, did you see? There was this one tweet, a hilarious tweet. Y'all remember the SpongeBob episode where there was an old dude at the bus stop, and boy was like, "How many times was me teaching?"
Oh yeah, lesson on man.
The old man had the freaking Super Saiyan Broly hair on, and the boy had Goku hair on. That shit was funny. How many times was we teaching this lesson on, man?
That nigga came back like what, 3 times? 2-3 times? Like
counting all the Broly movies. This is the fourth time. I mean, Bio Broly doesn't really count. That wasn't really Broly.
Oh, 2 times he came back. Nigga had a Frieza moment.
Yeah, it was the movie. Then it was the movie where he came back. And then and now this, which is actually canon to Dragon Ball Super.
First John, he took a body shot. It was salty about it.
The second time, that nigga got blown the fuck up. They blew him away, yo. Toss his ass into the sun, and then nobody talks about Bio Broly because that joint was trash.
That was hacks like shit. How y'all still not stronger than this nigga? And he was dead for a minute.
Yo, because it's not the same Broly.
No,
this Broly.
Yes, it took 3 y'all.
As far as look, dog.
Broly.
As far as one, Broly is OD. Secondly, this Broly we about to get right here, nigga, is a brand new Broly that Akira Toriyama actually.
That Broly was stronger than Cell.
What are you talking about?
What?
What the fuck are you talking about, yo?
I'm talking Broly when he came back and Gohan had to get like his little brother.
Had to body him. You go Gohan and Goten had to blow him away.
Yeah.
Yeah. So what you saying? So
I'm just saying it, nigga. I'm just saying a statement.
No, I'm trying to figure out what you talking about.
Yeah, what you talking about?
I'm talking about Broly. I thought we was talking about Broly, wasn't we?
We was, but you talking about Cell. Like, what Cell got to do with this?
I said he was stronger than Cell. That's all I said.
Who? Broly?
Yeah.
Well, nigga, now he gonna be stronger than like everybody.
Good.
Right.
Nigga.
It's like, and those other Brolys, like that, those other versions of Broly don't exist. Like now,
Broly trash anyway. Give me Burdock, nigga.
Man,
oh my
here with
god,
Timebreaker Bardock. Broly beat the shit out of Bardock. Broly would trash 99.9% of Bardock.
For Goku. One shot it.
Super Saiyan 4 Goku don't exist, nigga.
What's the mask on? The mask on.
Yo, Yusuf, I'm gonna hit you with this though.
With the mask on, nigga.
As soon as this movie come out, Broly actually exists, and Timebreaker Bardock still don't.
Yes, you do. You're gonna be in the next episode, nigga.
Not in the actual series.
Movie.
He don't exist.
You're gonna be in an episode. I'm gonna run that shit over and over.
Well, all right. When we get a Timebreaker Bardock episode, I'm gonna let you go ham. But until they shut that shit up,
don't let me take my mask off, nigga.
Nah, and go Super Saiyan 3 and then fuck that shit. Cut that bitch off.
Mask off, dog.
You canceled.
You know what?
All right, next one. Next.
But no, I was saying that now Broly is going. It's actually cool because now what they're doing this Broly shit. Now he can actually be scaled up to the level that Kale was at. Because I was kind of tight that Kale was doing the whole Broly ripoff shit. Was actually fucking with Super Saiyans well beyond Broly's level, which was kind of a problem in Universe 6 in general. But now with Broly coming out, they can kind of try to establish that point that the whole Super Saiyan Berserk thing really is just that fucking strong to like battle with Super Saiyan God.
So a question
stupid, though.
Do you think that they're gonna completely change his image completely?
No, not completely.
I think his story gonna change.
Yeah, I think his story.
We know his story's gonna change. I already know that. But
they're gonna make him look like
they changed his appearance a lot.
I don't think so, because Toriyama said that he was going to try to do right by the Broly fans because he knows that Broly is like mad popular. That's how he got in the movie in the first place.
Okay.
Like, so then,
do you think in Fighters will they change that Broly to Kale then? If they do change him,
Kale, why would they change it to Kale?
No, why would they do that? That's a lot.
Yeah, if anything, they might update the look to new Broly, but even that's a stretch. Like they're probably just gonna leave it as it is.
That Broly gotta do something like totally original outside from the other bro, the uncanon Broly, for them to put that in the game.
Yeah, for them to replace him.
Why not two Brolys? Why not?
Oh.
I mean, they could do that, but if it's just like a visual update, like this Broly look different and do mostly the same stuff, then they could just like update the look. You know what I mean? Like a patch come out and Broly.
It should be like a because other niggas might be a fan of the first bottle.
Fuck them.
Nah, I think I'll like anything, pretty much anything that would come out new with Broly because I really don't like this Broly.
Well, yeah, you a Broly hater.
I'm not a hater. I just don't like this Broly that we currently have.
Then you hate Broly, nigga. What the fuck?
I'm not hating. I just don't like
Broly
him like that.
Boy. His background is stupid. That's all.
I don't like his. Yeah, basically.
You can't blame a nigga from his past, nigga.
Oh my god.
I love Dragon Ball Z Abridged so much.
You blaming a nigga for his past?
He's so cool, but he's so stupid.
Anyway, so moving on. Dragon Ball Summer Game Festival is coming up in July 29th, and we'll likely get a reveal of some new stuff, basically for Dragon Ball
Master Roshi.
So hopefully we get either some confirmation of the new characters.
We already know who coming out though.
Well, maybe we'll get an actual definitive.
No, Timebreaker Bardock is not coming out.
Nigga, nobody want no Timebreaker Bardock.
I do not.
That's not for you.
Y'all gotta stop letting you trigger y'all like that. We'll be like, oh,
He's not triggering me, man. He need to stop fucking. He need to stop derailing everything with that nigga. Timebreaker Bardock.
I'm tired of this debate. Listen, y'all got y'all favorite character. I got mine.
It's no debate. What's the debate?
Yeah.
There's no debate. Y'all got y'all favorite character. I got mine.
That's
the nigga
cool.
with the mask.
Okay.
Whatever. So I'm just saying that all right.
The nigga with the mask.
I don't get mad when y'all got y'all Kid Boos and Gokus and all that. All
right, so they actually
just because our characters are canon to the story, nigga.
Our characters are actually in the story. Our characters are actually in DBFZ. You got Bardock. Bardock is my man's.
He's from Xenoverse,
Bardock
dog.
Is in Xenoverse 2. If we're not playing Xenoverse 2, I don't want to hear about no Timebreaker Bardock.
Exactly.
If it makes you feel any better, Dragon Ball fan to have a favorite character. So there you go. You can take my slot, I guess. I don't know. Please stop talking about Timebreaker.
You know I would. You know I would. Like, please stop talking about Gogeta.
Y'all told me.
That would be like
Gogeta, but
yeah.
Not coming.
Yo, that would be like me. Every time we talk about anything Dragon Ball, I just talk about Super Saiyan 4 Gogeta.
Exactly.
It's like we talk about Dragon Ball Fighters with X character coming out, Super Saiyan 4 Gogeta. That character does not exist in this game. Why are we talking about that? Stop.
My God.
It's Bardock.
Okay,
like we get it. You like Timebreaker Bardock.
Also, but like when you say nigga with the mask, Mr. Gohan has a mask. Grandpa Gohan has a mask, so you don't.
No, nigga with a mask, you get Great Saiyan Man. Congratulations.
You know what?
Congratulations.
I hope they do bring that nigga in the game.
Oh, Great Saiyan Man.
Low key, Great Saiyan Man. Just and you updated with poses every time.
I used to play him
for a different pose.
I was playing Bordercon.
But what I'm saying is, we know who we're getting because of the leak. So we're getting
the leak. Yeah,
we're getting normal Goku and Vegeta, Cooler, and 17.
They probably gonna make.
I did see it too. It had like a T and a break in it. So I'm not sure what that means.
You had a what?
A T period breaker. I'm not sure what that means. It might be a mode or something like that.
No, that ain't none of that shit. Stop.
I saw something like that, bro.
Shut up. You saw it in a fantasy.
Oh my God. Okay, so the next question I have is new stage ?
We need one.
So it's like, don't get me wrong, we don't, but it still be nice cosmetic wise.
Well, all right, it's not all right. Need is a strong word, but we should definitely have some with all of these characters coming out. Some new stages are definitely due. We're due for some stages. Cool.
Yeah, that'd be cool. Like destroyed, fucking destroyed tournament area. Just cause, why not?
Well, no, because all right, if you notice how the stages work, either if the stages can be destroyed, then you don't get the venue switch, and if it has a venue switch, then you can't destroy it. That's how that generally works. Yeah. The only one that doesn't work like that is punk ass Space, which is boring as shit. But
I really don't like Space.
I love Space.
No, I mean it's okay, but one, y'all play that stage the fuck out, and two, all the other stages got all that extra shit in it. Space don't have none of that.
Space got my dramatic finish on it.
I mean, yeah, but
it's a lot easier to look at compared to the other stages.
Oh yeah, I forgot that is where Bardock goes. Oh man, I lost.
Yeah, that's where Bardock goes against Frieza. How many times you fight a Frieza?
Never.
Exactly.
That's what I
thought. Fight no damn Friezas, so it don't even matter.
Especially Anchor, right?
Friezas. What I'm trying to say.
Huh?
I was fighting Frieza and Trunks is. I think Trunks is on there. Is he?
No, his is
on the other.
Yeah, against who? Frieza.
No, against
Trunks is against
Zamasu, right?
Oh, Trunks is against Zamasu is in the Destroyed City. Trunks is against, I think he has one against Frieza too, and that's in Wasteland.
That's
when he
did Burning Slash.
Yeah. And where do
Okay.
Goku and Broly John be at?
I think that's space too.
That's
Yep.
yeah.
And then Beerus and Goku is space as well.
Yeah.
You ain't gonna fight no
Space
beers.
got a few, but good luck fighting
Beerus.
Especially,
Good luck fighting a Beerus, yeah.
yeah, Bears with a regular Goku.
Beerus sounded like such a cool idea too when it first dropped, but then it was just like
Garbage.
yeah.
They
Like,
got
I think they were just too scared with him, like
Yeah,
because
he
with his
could've-
kid, he could have been great,
yeah, he could be really OD.
but
Potentially.
CEO.
Okay.
CEO Daytona.
So yeah, CEO.
All right, I got get my friends here.
So
I gotta get my car fixed.
All right, man.
All right,
So, well, two things. CEO is going back to whatchamacallit, Daytona next year.
Daytona.
So CED.
Yeah, really,
Yeah,
that's what it should have been
CED,
called.
Man.
Because
That's why I never-
the O does stand for Orlando. I think a lot of people
Orlando.
don't
That's
know
why I was like, a lot of people know that. Community effort Orlando. So now either he should I think he should just rebrand it.
no,
Like, call it
it's,
something else.
it's CEO at this point. There's no
Okay.
change in
It's
the
too
name.
late. It's too late. We've gone too far.
But yeah, anyway, so the results, because it's been about 2 weeks.
Yeah, right.
Anyway.
It has, yeah.
In other words, you should know this already. But
So yeah, y'all
okay.
should know by now. Shit, if y'all don't, then there's something wrong with y'all. But Street Fighter 5 results.
Never.
My top two picks.
Who won?
My top two picks. I literally said these two are probably gonna win. Fujimura
Sao high.
and Shao Hai. First and
Damn.
second.
All right, well,
And
congratulations.
third was Phenom.
Next topic.
Fucking nigga diamond. Sorry,
Tekken 7, John Ding.
John Ding.
John Ding.
John.
Yo.
Okay, hold on, wait. Can I say something about Tekken real quick? Because it was so good.
Of course.
First and foremost, this was if you want to know what patient Tekken looks like, this is patient Tekken.
Yeah,
This is like the slowest. This was like real poke heavy, like a lot. Like whenever someone fought John Ding, they were like so cautious for good reason too. Because Eddie has a lot of like sneaky little counter hit lows that counter hit mids at launch, and like a lot of like sneaky stuff that you have to look out for, especially out of his 444, I think it is. He'll sweep the leg, go to Nirvana. That's like the scariest. That's the scariest shit in the world. But besides that, this was the closest top 8 I have ever seen.
Mm-hmm.
Out of every top, there were 19, I think. 19 final rounds.
Nice.
Like there were like this went the full
Everything
I'm
went
sorry,
the distance.
17. Yeah, 17 final rounds. John Ding was in 10 of them. So
he got by on the skin of his teeth.
Right?
That's what I mean. So it was definitely like I said, like I was saying, it's like this was like the most patient Tekken I've ever seen. And I watched this top 8. Like I've never seen myself watch top 8 like more than I watched this one. This is weird for me.
Oh,
I was like, this is really good.
Oopsie.
Shout out to Lil Majin, who I said that was my pick, and he got the top 8. But Lil Majin, I said if Lil Majin show up, then Lil Majin can get there. He got 4th. I didn't see Jimmy J Tran making it that far, but Jimmy J, good job. Kudons really went in as the winner, and Jimmy, and then everyone was looking at John Ding like the underdog, and everybody loved the Cinderella story.
I mean, yeah, I was actually rooting for Kudons just because Kudons is like, I mean, I think Kudons is just I like watching good Devil Jin play and good Mishima play more than I like watching Eddie.
Mm-hmm.
But
me too.
But at the same time, you gotta give it up for John Ding. I did feel a little bad for Kudons though. I thought he had that.
Yeah, I felt the same exact way. Rewatching it the second or third time, I was like this. He literally could have played a lot better, but he was also like trying to really like anticipate what he was going to do, because the first game was John Ding versus Kudons. That went final round. Then the second one, and then they ended up fighting again in grand finals. I was like, wow, this is started with them, it ends with them. But it's just all around just good performance by John Ding. He's stuck with Eddie this whole time too. Like I was not expecting that, but now everyone has to go lab out Eddie stuff now, so I guess that's a good thing. Oh, everyone, literally, even in the group chat, they were like, "All right, let's lab Eddie stuff," and everyone pulled their pants up. We all sat down.
And and Dragon Ball,
Dragon
Ball, America got fucked. Rip. Ain't win a single
free.
game. They got bopped.
Yeah.
Kazunoko with the comeback though. Shout outs to him.
And also shout outs to Big Left. He almost took
he had the best. Oh, you're not even talking about finals, but that was the best match of the entire tournament.
That was the best match of the entire tournament. Yeah.
Yes.
That was just
that match was so OD. Oh my god.
Yo, I was screaming though. I was like, oh my god, that was
Goichi just would not.
Goichi would not win.
That pop off was such a, and he had that like
he jumped up. Where's
Goichi Japanese, right?
Yeah, Japanese.
He had that evil Japanese look in his face after he beat him. He's like, yeah. I was like, what the fuck? I don't see that.
Man, he couldn't hold that. He couldn't hold that in.
God. Man. Well, of course, anybody. Anybody.
Boy, that was.
If you wouldn't have popped off after, I think Daigo would have popped off after that, and he don't never show no emotions. But the kind of blocking that he did.
And teching of Dragon Rushes he did after it was getting blown up by most of the set.
He was one hit away from losing against 3 characters with no sparking. And he blocked and teched and avoided everything.
You know what's cool about this fight too? It had everything. It had every single aspect of the game. Even Shinron got summoned.
Yep, it had great neutral. It had Shinron. Everything. It had everything. That was like the pinnacle of Dragon Ball Fighters right there. If you want to see what this game is about and what this game
high level,
what high level Dragon Ball can reach, you need look no further than that match right there.
Goichi versus Leffen, man, that was definitely the best.
That was the sickest set. Yeah, well, there was a lot of good matches. Don't get me wrong, but that in particular was just the.
That was the highlight for everybody that whole weekend. We were like, "Yo, to watch."
I know, Yipes and Hell Pockets, man.
They lost their voice off.
They lost their voice off. They needed a drink. They needed a break.
They were like,
water.
Hell Pockets and Yipes. They were like this. I need water. I need to.
Pockets was about to pass out.
Man,
that match was the just crazy match, man. Can't get no better than that one.
The New Japan John was cool.
Everyone, pretty good.
Everyone here not a real big wrestling fan, but like I'm a pretty big wrestling fan.
I watched a few of the matches though. It was solid.
They were good.
It was for like I guess low budget for wrestling.
Mm-hmm.
It was like pretty solid.
You know what? You know what's weird though? For New Japan and and the IGWP, all the other stuff, they are literally like that. It's like they don't have all the we need to put the flare guns out and make the fireworks go. No, they're literally just go down the ring. This is like an actual match, like a boxing match. That's how they always are. That's why I've always liked it, because it's always been. It looks like legitimate. Like WWE is sports entertainment, so they we're trying to put on the show, and look at these guys. New Japan's like, no, these two people about to go fight. Move out the way.
Yeah.
So I'm like, all right, cool. But yeah, I did get to watch some of it. That was cool. I like how really did that. And then it was
his match was kind of cheesy though.
Oh yeah, his match was definitely cheesy. His match was like
supposedly he had like a torn ACL or something.
Yeah, he was fucked up, and he and he decided to go out there anyway because be the hero.
I was having David Arquette. What's the name? David Arquette flashbacks. For those who don't know, David Arquette was literally the WCW champion for a while. Like, they left it on him for a minute, and it was the most annoying thing in the world. But I digress. This isn't a wrestling podcast; it's a fighting game podcast. Dear God, it was so stupid too, yo. It was like, wow. It was like, all right, and then he drops it, and then he wins the match. No, stop playing. Wait, and then they did a big cage match where all right, now grab the belt. Okay, now walk out. The dude got to the door, found David, and gave David the belt and pushed David out the door. I was like,
yeah, you're losing
You
this
lost
here,
to
bro.
me, man.
no, it was so stupid. But go ahead.
Yeah, I mean, it was bad. The Jabali match was kind of whatever, having them like freaking beat a wrestler into submission while in a cast. That was a bit yeah, that was a bit much. But other than that, but the matches were solid, and like I definitely enjoyed the show. So shout outs to Jabali for that.
He had a cast up. He was just like, yeah, I got him.
He was like, I can't let this stand.
Oh shit!
I'm just like, bruh.
Oh my god.
Yeah. All right. So real quick, Red Bull Conquest was just this past weekend.
Yo,
Y'all know.
talking that shit.
Oh man.
So yeah. First place, like basically regions. The winner of the regions go to Evo Japan 2019. Yeah, Evo Japan 2019. And basically for New York for Street Fighter 5 was Punk.
Talking that good shit.
Who
won? Who top three? Do you have top three for second? Because I completely forgot about that.
It was for top three. Well, for top three was for Tekken 7 was Fighting GM, Victim Ritual, and Whoopi.
Who won?
GM.
Oh my god! Don't scare me like that.
They let Fighting GM win. Oh.
No,
Fighting GM. That's a
no. That he.
I don't.
That's a big. No, that's big. That's big. That's big dog. But it was one of those things where I see victims doing it, but the fact that Mr. Whoopi got that far, that's fucking terrifying. He didn't have he had an okay showing at Go for Broke, so that's why the fact that he got that far, like the next week, is just like, ooh,
hey man, step it up,
yo.
And for Guilty Gear, Lost Soul won, and then so that was the New York
That's in New York
tournament.
Is it Philly at like November?
I forget when ours is.
I think
if we got one.
October. No, we got one.
Sure
it's like at the end though. It's like at the end. Ours is at the end. But we have one.
But yeah, for Nashville, first place for Street Fighter 5 was Rob TV. For Tekken 7 was Lil Majin.
I must say Lil Majin.
And Guilty Gear is, I do not know how you pronounce this name.
Just say it. Or spell it.
Bafajig.
I got nothing.
Yeah, I don't know who
Holland,
he is.
you play Guilty?
You play Guilty, yeah. Do you know who?
Don't know this bull.
Someone out of nowhere, huh? Okay. This is gonna be interesting once the finals roll around.
All right.
But yeah. So to the main event of the evening.
All right, hold on.
The reason why Riff showed up for once, if he's even here.
Riff, you still here?
Not.
Yes, I am still here.
Oh my god, Riff's still here.
I mean, I'm still reading while you guys are still yapping.
So yeah, our little discussion on character loyalty.
Mm-hmm.
Oh man. All right.
You tell, right? You tell.
Okay.
Apparently, it's been brought to me that I'm not a character loyalist at all.
You used to be.
By my fellow Omega Squad members.
Not really.
You want me to go first?
Hold on. Go on. Real quick.
All right. Mr. Rift.
Yeah.
All right. Character loyalty. What's your view on character loyalty? Like, are you for it or against it? And like, do you understand, how other people look at it, or do you have an idea? Or what do you think how other people look at it?
If I'm talking about nowadays, character loyalty is only based on what your character is for a season. So it's like, fuck them and dump them in a sense.
Damn.
Okay.
If I'm talking about the old days where shit wasn't changed until it was thoroughly looked at, then I'm sticking it down. I mean, if you guys saw Street Fighter 4, I struggled with Makoto for what, 7 years? Well, excuse me, 5 years. but that struggle is mainly based on me.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
And I wouldn't switch my characters at all. Even though I lose.
Even though you now, did you ever feel like you were at a disadvantage because you only like mastered one character?
No.
It
got to a point where I was up against it got to a point where I was up against a player, not the character.
Oh please, you lost to it.
Rice.
Rice, you will have your turn.
Let him talk. You have your turn. Everybody go ahead their turn.
I said it got to a point, Rice.
Uh-huh.
It got to a point where it was just me against the person, not the character. Now,
and that's understandable.
And now, if I'm gonna bitch at Rice, he's just a fucking lame ass player.
Oh, shots fired.
Like, and in other words, I would call him.
I'm a lame ass player.
Like if we was playing an arcade, yo, why you keep fucking padding, you faggot? That's the type of shit you probably do.
Just to let y'all know, that's the first to 5 in any area I've ever been in my entire life ever. He a lame ass player.
Right? Yo, rumble me, dickhead.
You just get up, just grab your stick. Let's do this then, nigga.
It's like, no, it's all love. But I mean, yeah, he annoyed me, but I mean, he was one of the demons I could not beat.
So also somebody you couldn't beat, right?
It wasn't just me.
No, it wasn't. I couldn't overcome this one. Shut up, Holland. I couldn't overcome this one demon, so I didn't even bother to try and even face the other ones.
Okay. So
the other one's like who?
Yeah, who's the other one?
Oh my god,
not being acknowledged. So I'm not acknowledging you. No, but I mean, yeah, it's all good. I mean, yeah, you were good too.
What?
Okay,
we gonna leave Rift alone. All right? we gonna
get with him.
Like, all right, yeah. I struggled. I struggled
to say I'm not getting acknowledged. What?
All right, so here's how I went. I struggled against y'all.
Hi.
Only against y'all, and probably somebody top tier. Everybody else, I would dog them.
Are you sure?
I'm positive.
Oh my god, right.
Now I did lose to it. Now, hold. Now I know what he's about to talk about.
What you about to bring up?
I know what he's about to say.
Yep.
Yeah, I lost to a nigga named Flowers.
Oh, you lost to Flowers?
I lost to Flowers. And on top of that, it came down a final round, and then it came down to a fucking draw. So we had to run it back.
Flowers. It was Flowers.
Okay, so the last question I have for you, Rift, is what kept you from not switching? I don't know if you tell what kept you from not switching characters. Like what was like, I'm just gonna stick with Makoto.
I wanted that to be the character I wanted to play. I wanted that to be the character I was known for. I mean, I think I accomplished that in many ways, but
you wanted notoriety.
I mean, Rice.
Yes.
Through all the years you were playing, you would get mad, you'd be salty. Here comes a wild Viper. Here comes a wild Yun.
Yep.
Here comes a wild fucking Akuma.
Oh, not Yun. I never played Yun.
Yang.
A wild Yang.
Yang. Get it right.
Then you'll start winning. Then you start losing. You get salty. I'm going back to the time
again.
No.
Yeah, that was definitely a thing.
Okay, it was a thing, but the problem was I just didn't feel comfortable with certain with all them characters that I was learning. The only one I felt my vibe with, other than Chun, was Yang.
Yeah, and towards the end of the game, Yang was your second character.
Yeah.
The other characters. Oh, let's not forget about Jewelry too.
Yeah, it was another character I played,
and they were all upstarts.
And you lost to all of them.
Yeah. Over time, yeah.
Over time? It was not over time. You started losing to them immediately.
No, I didn't start losing to those characters immediately.
Okay.
Because at this point, it becomes me versus the player, not me versus the character.
Yeah, well, you know.
So anyway.
I'm sure fighting me, you know a thing or two about that anyway, because I beat you with pretty much the whole class. Like damn near random select.
For me.
Hey, ho, Holland. If the game does not have an invincible DP, You don't exist.
Are you kidding? You're kidding me, right?
Oh my god!
How many times could you?
Okay,
How many times could you beat my soccer in a set?
We're not gonna turn this into a dick measuring.
Is that, and if the game doesn't have a DB, like,
Okay,
all
so-
right.
so
First off, what 2D games don't have any kind of invincibility. Secondly, I don't remember you beating me in any particular 2D game, Riff. I remember you talking shit in Super Turbo and getting waxed. You were the one who played that old man game.
That was a bad night.
That was a bad night.
Bad night.
Sure.
Now we can run it back.
So-
We can run it back anytime, any day, twice on Sundays.
Twice on Sundays.
All right, let's pass this to Holland now, because Holland, a lot of people know you for your Ryu.
Yeah. All right. The funny thing about that is me being a character loyalist, I actually is entirely dependent on what game it is.
Oh my god.
When it comes to Street Fighter 4, I was definitely a character loyalist. Longer than Rice was, because Rice stopped being a character loyalist basically.
How? Just because
Hey, real quick, Rice, you sound like a baby mom who they baby dad just talking a bunch of shit. You like, oh my god, it's not even true. You be like this, all right, hey, we're gonna get their turn.
But yeah, I was basically always a Ryu player. Like it just was what it was. And if you was playing me in tournament, you was fighting Ryu. And that's not to say that I couldn't play other characters, because I was, actually pretty proficient with most of the cast in 4. But in 4, in the alphas, in pretty much whatever Street Fighter, if it's Street Fighter, you know good and damn well I'm playing Ryu. And I'm gonna learn probably like half the cast, but I'm gonna play Ryu.
Yeah, sounds about right.
Insofar as what would I switch or when would I switch, it wasn't so much an idea of necessity, not for me anyway. It was more I would switch when people would act like I couldn't play any other characters, or oh, you need a DP, or you need a mirrorless DP to win, or
Literally
or whatever bullshit. I'm like, yeah, okay, I'll show you better than I can tell you.
I mean, but you can play what you like,
and I'll play pretty much any character in the game and still wax that ass. Like that. That's how it was with 4. With 5, it was kind of a similar thing, because even though I played Ryu, as simple as that game is, you learn how to do crush counter shit. You pick up damn near anybody in like 5 minutes. So, but that's 5, and we ain't really going to talk about that. In a game like Guilty Gear, where it takes like a long period of time to really learn a character and become solid with them, then I would
hours in on that shit.
Yeah, I would definitely. Sorry, but yeah, I would definitely only play one character seriously in tournament, just because I don't have the time.
Okay.
Like it's hard.
Yeah.
I think that, but I'm sorry, where are we going with this exactly?
No, I was going to ask you. So now we're like, how do you feel about character loyalty altogether? Like, do you think that
it has its
positive
place?
Or okay?
Here's my thing about character loyalty, and I'm glad that you put it that way. Here's my thing about character loyalty. It actually doesn't really fucking matter.
No,
not really. Like, you could be like, oh, I'm the best for you and this, that. If you go on into a tournament, it doesn't matter. At the same time, so like you being a character loyalist is like, I think a lot of people want to throw that out, and I'm only going to blow you up for it if you talk about you being a character loyalist and you're not. Like, if you talk about, oh, I'm play this character, or I play who I like, and this, that, and the third, and I see you in like 5 different tournaments with 5 different characters, depending on who you thought was good at the time. Like, you're not a character loyalist, so there's no feature in your fucking front. But if you are a tier whore, then that's fine
just embrace
too.
it.
But then that's fine too. If you like, yeah, I'm a tier whore, and yeah, I'm trying to pick what's strong. But here's the flip side to that. Here's why I say it doesn't matter, and not it's better to be a tier whore, because ultimately the character can be as good as the character wants to be. It's about you and whether or not you're actually good with the character. And it takes time to get good with any character in pretty much any fighting game. So the character loyalists have an advantage of not having to spend quite as much time on
matchups.
Well, no, not on matchups.
I mean, not matchups,
but not quite as much time on learning their character.
Right. Yeah.
Because because they only have the one character to learn. Whereas, a tier whore is trying to learn a new character every week, and you're generally not going to get anywhere with that. But at the same time, you're at the disadvantage of being at the mercy of whatever your matchups are. So it really is a give and take, and not when one's not better than the other, it's what works for you. Like in Street Fighter with the game, like in Dragon Ball, I have to switch up characters because there's certain situations in which the character that I pick isn't necessarily going to cut it against all this grease.
Right.
So
all this grease.
Yeah, for real, man.
And like for Marvel 3, if the team you learned wasn't really good, then you're going to struggle. So do you really want to go through that struggle, or do you want to just put in some time to learn a different character?
That's what I was saying when I
learned Phoenix Wright, and
it's like my original team was my original team was Phoenix Wright, Frank West, and Dante. Just because I thought
what was my original team?
Just because I thought it was funny. That was my original team.
Like climbing a ladder with one hand, and that's it.
No, honestly, it's not that bad. But at the same time, I knew Marvel was a game where it's relatively easy to pick up characters, so it's not like on some Guilty Gear shit where I had to spend 5 years.
5 years just to
5 years to actually get proficient in my one character. It's not like that. So like it's fairly easy. And so, there's advantages to me trying to pick up a new character in Guilty Gear. I mean, not Guilty Gear. In
Marvel.
That's
the thing with like 3v3 and team-based games, basically.
Yeah, team-based games, it's easier. It's a little easier to learn characters individually. So it's worth trying to switch up your character. But am I going to do that in a game like Guilty Gear? Hell no, because it took me long enough to get good with the freaking couple of characters that I know how to play. Why would I want to start from square one on that? So, and some people can do it. Like Infiltration is good enough to pick up pretty much any character and be world class because he's just that good at the game at this point. So, it's good for him to try to pick other shit. Somebody else, maybe not so much. So it's a real case-by-case basis, and you basically just do what works for you.
Okay.
And one is not really better than the other. Just whatever you do and whatever you say works for you. Like, embrace that shit. Don't be on your bullshit talking about, oh, I'm a character loyalist when I'm not, and don't just tier whore just for the sake of tier whoring, because you need to realize that just because a character is good doesn't mean you're good with them.
Yep.
All right. Rice, how you feel, Rice?
Well, as I was stating earlier, I was a character loyalist in 4.
At one point.
At one point, I was. Even though I picked up other characters to learn different styles and learn how to incorporate into Chun-Li.
Oh my God.
See, I'm tired of this.
Oh my God. All right, see, remember what I was talking about how, don't perpetrate like you're a character loyalist when you're not.
I am.
Like,
I'm always going back to
Chun-Li was definitely Rice's favorite character, but the reason that he picked up Yang in the first place wasn't to say, oh, let me play it, let me just try something different. It was because he didn't think that Chun was good anymore. I remember that. Like, he was I'm struggling with Chun. I don't feel like struggling anymore. I'm gonna play Viper. I'm gonna play Akuma. I'm gonna play Yang. And it's like, okay, you wanted to branch out because you ain't want to struggle like that. But the thing that's okay, that's perfectly fine. But the thing is, it was a great example of exactly what I'm talking about. Just because these other characters are good doesn't mean you're better with them than you are with Chun. And Rice learned that, and that's why he would always come back to Chun. Because it was like, sure, Viper might be a better character overall, but a Rice Viper?
She was fun as hell to play. That's for damn sure.
Yeah, sometimes that happens from time to time. It's like you'll get a character just like that. This is always looks fun, and then you play it. Damn, this actually is fun. Until it's not. And if anyone knows that, Rice knows that.
Yeah, so Rice is like I said, Rice is a great example of everything that we was talking about here. Like, as me, I picked up a lot of different characters that I liked, but when it came time for tournament, I didn't pick those characters up because I wanted something to supplement who I was, to like go with my main or to make my matchups easier. It was Ryu, and then Evil Ryu is just Ryu that's slightly different, so I could ease right on into Evil Ryu. And my other character was Sakura, and all of those characters were just because those were my favorites. And then I learned every other character really to just learn the matchups, but also to just like have fun and casuals for the most part, or against people who had no chance.
What I was saying, but okay.
I mean, against people who had no chance. Rice was trying to build up a Yang to be used in tournament when he feels like
the reason why I kept telling Rice to shush is because I knew Rice was going to say some outlandish shit, and we were going to have something to say about it. So that's why I was like, all right, everybody, Rice was nice enough to wait for y'all. We go wait for Rice.
Oh yeah, we're gonna wait for Rice when it's his turn.
But yeah, my situation also with Dragon Ball is pretty much what Holland says. Like, I tried lucky for me, 18, Kid Buu, and Blackwood's like solid characters, but 18 couldn't cut it, not against all the grease, like he said, like the cells and fucking Bardox and everything. So I had to drop 18.
To learn Cell.
I don't want to play him. I don't like him.
I mean, that said, like, for Dragon Ball, like, because I don't know if you really got what I was trying to say about Dragon Ball. It's not that I can't be a character loyalist on that, because I'm playing Vegito because that's my favorite character. But it's just I can't play all three of my favorite. You like just get a team full of all three of my favorite characters.
Nah, that's not even feasible in this game.
That doesn't work.
Not with the assists and stuff they have.
You need stuff with synergy. So that's more what I was talking about. There's too much grease.
So much for Team Goku.
That has some synergy, but it's not enough.
Yeah. We were like, yeah, Team Goku. I love fighting games. And fighting games in the first 3 weeks is the most entertaining shit. Like 6 months later. It's like, oh my god.
The funny thing is, in the first 3 weeks, when like unless I'm like really grinding, or rather, the first 3 weeks is when it's easiest for me to win tournaments, unless I'm really grinding. Because everybody else will grind up and find like some crazy shit, and I'm sitting here trying to win with fundamentals. So it's easiest to do that before people have their shit.
Now, wait, Rice. Now, what are your thoughts on being a tier 4, Rice? Because you sound like you're very against it.
I'm not against it being a tier whore. I'm more against the people who tier whore and talk about how good they are, like Holland was saying. Because a lot of people can be just using the character, thinking they're nice, but then as soon as the character gets nerfed completely, which they rightfully deserve, they're trash.
I heard this story somewhere. Okay.
So Kid Buu.
Hold up. Bruh, when the game was first announced, I was talking about I wanted to play Kid Buu.
Mm-hmm.
Was I not?
Are you still playing Kid Buu now?
Yes, of course I'm playing Kid Buu.
He's working on it. He's working on a team with Kid Buu still on it. Yeah. He's working on a team with Kid Buu that's still on it.
There's a difference. I just like that he's a psychopath.
Mm-hmm.
He's a short, little, stubby psychopath.
Short, stubby character who's just a psychopath and just crazy. I like him.
Nothing says broken like a stubby character with long limbs.
So we didn't even know what he was going to have until what? Till the game actually really got announced at Evo?
But still say that to yourself.
Evo, what, 2 years ago?
Character with long limbs.
Now, my other character was
18.
I played her. She ain't cut it. Not with Cell and Trunks and.
I think she can. You just gave up on her.
I still
That's
play
how I
her.
looked at.
I still
I'm in
play
the
her,
same
but
boat
she's
too, though.
not. She doesn't cut it in this meta, bro.
It took you a while though, because I was saying the same thing when I was playing. I'm like, I like 18. I like the pressure she creates, but
She
I also
requires
feel
you to
like
hit the person like 3 times. She don't do enough damage.
Mm-hmm.
And I found
She
21.
has like OD mix-ups though.
But her mix-up game is godlike, yes. But the problem is
course
she
it
has
takes
to
this
hit
fucking-
you like 4. She has to hit you 3-4 times.
Yeah, of course, because
That's kind of ridiculous when you got characters like Cell hit you in 2 combos and you dying,
well, yeah. I mean, Cell has the mix-ups too, which is the problem.
which
but
is kind of ridiculous.
honestly, 18 is like it's Cell
18 is
that
basically the middle character.
it's Cell that's the problem. I mean, it's Cell that is wrong here. Not
And
18.
remember we had Gohan who had you in block stream for 20 seconds at a
but
time.
not Gohan don't got no legs.
Again, it was Gohan that's the problem, not 18. It's not that 18 was a bad character because she has to hit you so many.
No, she's not. She's not. But in this meta, I can't do it.
Those niggas, Cell and Gohan and Kid Buu are just busted.
Yeah. Now I might return to her one day, depending on how the meta change. I still play her to this day.
And when they nerf you characters,
I will say, like I said, right.
And the other thing, and I found 21, which is the character I really enjoyed the most too. She got long normals, which what Chun-Li has.
I'm about to say, yeah. I wanted to say this about Rice. Rice is a character loyalist, and I've always looked at Rice as a character loyalist. And it's not the character by name; it's the archetype of a character. First and foremost, the character has to be female.
I mean, I knew that. I knew that was going there. You're not correct. But I'm gonna let you go ahead.
Secondly,
it's funny.
Secondly, though, and in all seriousness, secondly, they have to have some kind of lame OD like play
Not
style.
OD though.
Like not OD, but lame play style.
Lame bullshit play style.
Lame bullshit play style.
That's my style.
Yeah,
Okay.
that's literally everyone has that archetype. Like, and that's what even Holland. I would look at Holland the same way. Holland he's always been a fan of the character that can get by with just nothing but fundamentals. He can zone, do what he has to do, but the fundamentals, like hey, this character like Ryu, he goes, I can beat you with Ryu because I get rewarded for basically just doing the fundamentals of the game. Same thing for.
I'm a generalist all rounder type of player.
Yeah,
I pick a character who's not too OD in any particular direction, but is like decent in everything.
Yeah, and then Riff just picks trash. No, but in all seriousness,
So Makoto wasn't trash in Third Strike.
No,
it
funny thing. No. See, you got that wrong, and this is gonna sound mean, but no, it's
trash.
It's not Rip. It's not the character that's trash.
It is trash.
No, I don't know enough games that Riff plays, so I wouldn't be able to really tell.
He plays Third Strike. He plays what?
No.
DOA, right?
Yeah, Riff just talks a good game and is not actually good.
Oh,
but it's Yusuf that will, if a character becomes.
Oh my god,
he'll drop the motherfucker.
I can't believe Yusuf, man.
He'll drop a character. It will be his favorite character, unless it's Bardock, because fucking Bardock. But if he'll be his favorite character, and if his favorite character becomes top tier, you're not gonna play him no more.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
So it's Yusuf that specifically wants to be a low tier hero and pick trash, and that's another good conversation.
No, he doesn't pick trash. He doesn't pick trash. He picks like the middle character. Then the character ends up getting buffed like next season,
and then he'll drop it. But no, he wants his character to be trash, or he wants his character to be either trash or like not that great, not top tier. If it's top tier, it ain't right. Like he can't.
Well, that's because he feels like he needs to earn that win,
which is a stupid idea and stupid philosophy. But okay.
Well, you gotta think about it like this: if you got every tool, and I only got this one fucking tool, and I beat you with this one fucking tool, your ass. And you got everything.
Nigga, I'm a Ryu player.
You're a Ryu player.
Can't tell me about that.
And bro, you lose the
Rice tried to sabotage me.
You lose, huh?
Nothing.
Oh yeah, that was my fault. Yeah,
sabotage me.
yeah, that was my
All
fault. I didn't even mean to do that.
well,
I thought I was
my
doing
view,
something else. But fuck, I just lost
my
my train
view
of
on
thought.
the whole thing.
Were you
My
about
view
to
on
talk
the
to
whole
me?
loyalist thing was it's always been a double-edged sword, in my opinion. Like it doesn't matter, but at the same time, it could literally just kill you because you got locked into this one
Tell
character.
me anything, you dickhead. Oh my
You,
God.
I'm sorry.
Damn.
You can get locked into this one character, and everyone knows the matchup already. Like for Street Fighter 4 is my first like serious game, and
Same.
I'm gonna pick Zangief. So let's just play Zangief and just see what happens. And I didn't learn anybody else. That's why when I learned Elena, I was like this. I feel so uncomfortable.
If you pick a
right
grappler in any game, honestly, you just
now.
you just putting yourself, you shooting yourself in the foot, in my opinion.
No, but then again though, Snake Eyes and
That's
Abashi,
based on your
Yeah, I'm about to say that's not true at all.
those are two
Mm.
not
You're
like
looking at it from your type of play style, especially with you being able to keep a person out effectively.
mhm.
You're gonna think that it's a bad matchup.
And for me, my play style is simplicity. Like I don't have the coordination and the dexterity to do like super over the top complicated stuff.
Mhm.
So I pick someone who's simplistic.
You want
I'm like, all right.
So,
No,
but
that's
you
it. Like,
use a grappler. I feel like that's harder. To
It's
do
not.
well, no,
360s.
it isn't when you if you really
Execution-wise, no, it's not.
execution wise, no.
It is.
The hardest thing I had to do was timing for my normals.
Mm.
So like be able to do strong in the light kick.
Yeah,
know
playing
what I mean?
neutral
Like-
with a grappler, you have like pretty limited tools, and you're not combo beast. So
Yeah, so
I would
didn't have to
say
do
like, well, I would think you would be playing Guile.
that. No,
Oh,
well,
yeah, I mean, if you want something
I dabbled. I dabbled, but I for me, it's Zangief was the first person I realized I could do green hand and just grab people. I'm doing that, and then that's literally how I learned the game. It was like I was playing Marvel, but Marvel was entertaining, and then when I learned I could just do green hand and SPD, I was just doing that, and then like now I'm excited about Street Fighter, woo! And I just loved everything about the game. And then when I was at the we called it Pokemon Clubhouse. We used to call it
Palace.
Pokemon Palace.
I was two or three sessions at the Pokemon Palace. I literally got broken down and then reconstructed. It was literally like, all right, cool.
Yeah.
Stop doing all of that. All right, so I'm picking up and
Yeah, fun times.
and then
Yeah.
oh man, so
I
like
remember
6
that.
in the morning. 6 in the morning.
Oh yeah, those
Anyway.
are great.
God.
Yeah, that was some fun stuff.
But that's basically what ended up happening. Now I feel like I don't feel like I'm a character loyalist because literally it's funny because every time another game comes out, everyone was like, "Yeah, you can play another grappler, right?" I'm like, "No." Like Breaker's Revenge, I play Dao. I think it was Dao Long. He's basically Guile. He's all charge. I
Mhm.
love him, and that's the only charge character I've ever. That's the only charge character I ever played before.
Well,
With
that's
Tekken,
not really what a character loyalist is, though. Like,
No,
because the thing about that is that, yeah, like you picked up different play styles as you've grown as a player. But what a character loyalist generally is when you have your game, you find this character that you like for, whatever reason, regardless of tiers or how they or how good they are. And you're like, hey, I like you. I'm just gonna play you.
and that's what ended up
and that's
happening
it.
with Tekken, though. But it wasn't that, and that's what everyone accuses me of. Even Truth accused me of it.
Oh, what,
He
of
was
Lily?
Oh, Dragunov.
Of Dragunov.
Didn't you pick Dragunov up because you were struggling with Lily, though?
Here's what happened. I picked up, no, in all honesty, here's what happened. So I get the game, day one, picking Lily. I don't care. And then I was struggling to understand New Lily and understand this engine. And then I said, all right, let me slow my play style down. I'm gonna play Kazuya. And then I was playing Kazuya, getting some wins.
Wow, you went from easy to right?
I played Kazuya. My team in tag 2 was Kazuya Lily, so I knew how to play Kazuya. It was just I was trying to understand the engine, so I slowed my play style down. And then I ran into Josie, and I'm like, I like how she plays. I like those little sneaky lows. I'm gonna go play that because that's the same pace as Lily. And then it was I felt like I was being too mashy. So then I picked Dragunov. And I'm like, I have an idea how Dragunov works. I'll just give it a shot. And then I learned, like, I was playing and I was having a good time. And then I literally learned that Dragunov was one of the best characters in the game. And I was like, wait, what? He's like, yeah, he's like one of the best people in the game. So you shouldn't have that much problem in tournaments. And I'm like, word? That don't sound right. And then he was like, look, JDCR winning every single tournament, which was basically with Dragunov. And I'm like, shit, I'm people gonna think I'm a tier horror. 2 weeks later, I beat somebody in the match. Fucking tier horror ass motherfucker, wrapping this shit up in frustration. I was like, now it just got me feeling bad. But then I got over it, and all things considered, I got over it.
Of course, you're gonna get over one winning.
No, but at the end of the day, it was like everyone was like, "You're the tier horror, you're a tier horror." I'm like, no. I'm just not a character loyalist. Like, I would love to play Lily, but at the same time, I feel like I use my tools. Like, if I don't like a matchup for a Dragunov, I'm like, I'm picking Jack. Why? I don't like this matchup for Dragunov. I'm not gonna force myself to beat this person when Jack has better tools. So I know how to play as Jack. I'm gonna play Jack so I can win this match. So that's why it's just like character loyalists have always been kind of like, I've always felt like they're at a disadvantage, but they're not really, because they understand all the matches, even the hard ones. But it's just I've always felt like they're shot at a disadvantage because they're like, hey, you should probably pick somebody else because this match is horrible for this guy. No, I know what to do. I just have to do it, and it's gonna be
just
really
bad matchups. You're gonna struggle one way or the other.
Yeah, I must say, you got that.
You're either gonna struggle to learn bad matchups, or you're gonna struggle to learn more characters.
New character. Yeah. It was the idea of, it was a comment that a commentator said that I was just like, I do need something in my pocket. Let me dabble, and I just started dabbling with stuff. Yeah, and like, the thing about Tekken is you don't learn to learn a matchup in Tekken. You need to learn the basics of that character. And me learning the Jack matchup, I was like, this dude sounds fun. Why am I not playing him? And then it's just one thing led into another. And I have a Jack in my pocket now.
Well, the thing about that, I think the happy medium is really the best way to go for any competitive player out there.
Mm-hmm.
Where you should definitely learn more than just your character, but should also focus on just like one or two characters.
Yeah,
like one or two characters is generally your best bet to winning tournament matches because everybody has limited time to put into train. But if you know more than just your one character, then it's easier for you to become that player that has the knowledge to pick up multiple characters, to all that kind of stuff.
Mm-hmm. I will say on a personal level, even though I'm still yet to win a goddamn local, I feel like this Tekken has been my strongest game I've ever played so far. I played like 3 games. Seriously, Tekken has to be my strongest game, and I really feel like the only thing stopping me from like winning is literally myself at this point. Like, I know what I need to work on, and it's one of those scenarios where if I had just this one thing, and it's a fundamental thing too, which is more pissing me off, I feel like I'd be so much better than where I'm at. But I understand this game better than any game I've ever played. And I feel like I didn't play Tekken, even though it was my main game. I came into the FGC, wanted to play Tekken 6 and tag, but no one played. So I was like, all right, I'll play Marvel. And I walked over. But
it has more to do with the community, though.
Yeah, it was at that time the community they weren't trying to play no Tekken. But it's so it's like me learning this game basically from the little bit of info, like probably 2 weeks of info I got from Tag 2, and then like basically learning it from the ground up. This is the best I've done in a fighting game here in general. Like, I feel so I feel confident I can make it out of pools, and I feel confident I can get top 16. I just got to do it.
No, good luck.
Anybody, yeah.
I mean, that's a bit beside the point, but
no, it's I'm sorry. I was just thinking out loud at that point. But yeah, all right. So,
yeah,
that's it.
I think everybody got their little 2 cents in.
Yeah, that was a good little. I told you this was going to be a good conversation. because it started about. How did we start this? But yeah,
Talking
it was
shit.
talking shit. You was talking heavy shit one day, and nobody who we wanted to talk about was in the room. And I'm sorry, we were talking heavy crap one day, and nobody was in the room, and I was like, "This, we should like talk about this on the podcast."
Like, all right, if I was to play now,
Mhm.
I ain't the same player I was back then. Not because I haven't been playing, but I think differently now. See, one of the things I used to go back and look, Rice beat me simply because I used to become fucking impatient.
Mhm.
And I fucking hated fighting.
Well, yeah, that's right. It took him a long time to learn that.
And then now, after, I'm older now, wiser, damn, I know why the fuck I was losing to this faggot.
But you still lose anyway, though.
I don't know now. See, now we got to play now.
Knowing what to do and actually executing on it are two different things.
Mhm.
Yeah, I didn't know that then.
I told you, like, duh. I told you when you played me, it's like, why are you killing yourself? Every time.
Yeah, you gotta make it difficult.
That applies to every single fighting game ever.
And with Holland, me versus Holland, I just cracked. I just cracked. I don't know. He just got me somehow. Like I just let it happen.
I
can tell you exactly what it was. You didn't believe in your own fucking self.
Oh.
I mean, I guess I just don't get any credit, huh?
No, Holland, you don't. Shut up.
No, Holland, like I said, they go back and forth. However, Holland is a master in getting inside people's heads.
But to be fair, Holland did teach me how to play fighting games in general. So
on top of that, yeah,
I think that's kind of how he gets me too sometimes.
Sometimes. Although, really, I mean,
I think most of the time, Holland dude just clutches it out on me.
Yeah, it's more about like me staying solid and trying to getting a good read on you. Like you've gotten a lot better with switching your game up, but ultimately you still have patterns. And as somebody who's been playing you for as long as I have, is you continue to pick out patterns. Like your style, you try to be lame, and then you run your little stuff, and then go back to being lame. Like me, I'm always looking to just stay solid and outplay. So if I can get the read on you, then I'm probably gonna win that. Just because that's the way our styles work. Like if I get the read on you, then I'm probably gonna win. If I don't get the read on you, then you're probably just gonna lame me out. And the times that you beat me, that's pretty much how you do it.
But yeah,
it's like I was wrong on the read, and yeah,
that's it, right?
Yeah, that's the show for this evening. Hope everybody had a good time.
Good.
Anyway, all right, outros. We're gonna start with Mr. Riff Nigga.
Riff Nigga, Network Plus Nigga, Cisco Nigga. You know what? I was actually thinking maybe we should do one of these streams where we're all actually playing. Like,
oh God!
For ourselves.
You talking about just basically a live stream with the squad?
Yeah. And we're
the thing is,
we're running.
Can't really get the entire squad because we all played. Well, 3 of us played different games.
I'm talking about playing the shit we used to play.
Oh, 4
throwbacks.
Yeah. Episode 20 when we make it. Section Allen House, Pokemon Palace. The new Pokemon Palace.
Yeah.
I'm always down to play with y'all.
I'm down for that. Yeah.
That sounds fun. I'll do that. Yeah. Man.
And then we can see the Salt on stream,
I'm actually up for, what we should do next time we all do get together? A live podcast. Just get we'll talk one of those, for example, what's coming up next? Summer Jam? Let's just do a Summer Jam podcast.
On site.
On site. Yeah, Summer Jam on site. Put the Big E on, just get the table, the Big E banner in the back, and then
on
just
site
do a live
all night. Do it right.
On
Nah,
that.
I don't know about that, bro. We too busy.
Yeah.
Me and Holland be way too busy.
Yeah, that's a bit much.
Oh yeah. All right. Oh yeah, because y'all gotta see teams and stuff.
No, we don't see teams. That's
We
whatever.
gotta do a lot.
But it's the seeding of everything else. That's plus getting everything ready for Saturday, which is whew. But anyway, yeah. Anyway, outro, Holland.
Woo! Well, this is a good conversation. Omega Squad, we in the building. You already know. Anyway, I had fun. Goodbye, you hoes.
Anyway, it's your man Rice. I'm out. See y'all in a couple weeks. I don't know.
Bye, everybody.
Actually, there was another topic I wanted, but I'll say that for another time. I'll say that for next time. But good night.
Next time on Dragon Ball Z.
Yep. Good night.